Our scripture reading this afternoon comes from the book of Job, chapter 19, verses 25 to 27. But as for me, I know that my Redeemer lives, and he will stand upon the earth at last. And after my body has decayed, yet in my body I will see God. I will see him for myself. Yes, I will see him with my own eyes. I am overwhelmed at that thought. Amen.
Hello everyone. Hey Thea, as everybody. Good to see you guys. Loving God's blessings to you and your family, and also the Puni family. Send our prayers and condolences from the Sanga family here today, and also from around the world. So that is praying for you guys. A bit about Reye. We all grew up together. It was myself, Reye, Heffron, and my older brother John. My older brother John was the evil one, and Heffron was mini-me. And Ryan and I, we tried to make things good. So, and then we joined up with our other cousins, Julius and Dave, New, and then all hell broke loose.
I am the oldest sibling, Raya's sister, of 5 children. I am older than Pastor Jerry, Sarona, and Reye, and then Heffron. Raya was born in 1967. As a child, I can remember very well, he was very attached to our mother. But when Heffron came along, Mom decided that he was going to Raya was not going to be breastfeed anymore. So the memory of Raya taking 1-2 days, wouldn't drink anything because he missed Mom very much in her breast. We tried to wean him for a few days. He won't. He keep on asking. He refused to drink the bottle.
Creative genius, and that's why we had similarities. He could sew anything. Like Audrey's wedding dress, he had so many creative ideas. He could design logos. He could pretty much do anything. And also he was a writer, but he also had an eye for accuracy, and that was in his filmmaking as well. So he was the first person in our family to have a video camera. The thing about Reye is he lived in the moment, and he brought people together as he has today. And one funny story, he came to one of my athletics carnivals, and he recorded it, and then he was like, "Hey, Ans," or he used to call me Annie Spanane because it just rhymed. And he's like, "Hey, Ans, let's rewatch your glory of your 100 meters and winning it." And then we played it back, and he's like, "Ans," he's like, I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "Oh, I think your dad's recorded over it with the Bledis laptop." That's okay.
I've known my brother Rye for about 9 years. As of next month, and it hasn't been long. But as many of you know here, it doesn't take long to get to know Rye. He is who he is, and he's infectious. Sometimes almost like a rash. But it's a good rash. It's not a bad rash. Better move on from rash. My wife and I and our family, we moved to Newcastle in 2009, and it was a whole new place for us. We didn't know anybody, didn't know anyone. One thing we really wanted when we were here was to find somewhere to worship, somewhere to fellowship. And my brother-in-law Frank told us about this church. And we ended up finding it eventually. I don't know how we missed it. It's the biggest A-frame church in Newcastle. But we managed to find it in the end. And it was after Sabbath, we walked out and there was this big fella standing at the door like a bouncer. And, you know, with the side hair and a cheesy grin. And then he said, Suli, you going to stay for lunch? I said, oh yeah, okay, we'll stay for lunch. And I turned to my wife and said, oh, should we stay for lunch? We both looked up and, yeah, we should stay for lunch. Now, back in the day when we first met, Multicultural Church, August 2010. Outside the door, after church stood this big man, slick hair like Elvis with a cheeky grin. Oh, what your uncle said, join us for lunch. You invited me, Edwina, and my son. You introduced us to your beautiful Aina, your loves Theodora and Adonia. We shared our ups and downs on that first day. We talked about how God always leads the way. The more we talk, the more we sound the same. From Ule Valley boys to men saved by grace. Shared ups that you showed me like your mom. God made you to love. I always thank God for love for my family. Also, Ryan, for your legacy.
Why we looking right for everything? Why we looking right for the legacy? Why we honor your memory?
Raya is my good son. He's looked after me. I miss him. Sorry. I use my language. You know, there's a lot of speech here. They use English. Yeah. So I try to use my language. If you don't mind. If you say no, if you say yes, thank you for saying yes. I use my language. Well, Olemato Matanga Raya is very good. It's very. Naya maua pia o ia o se atali po ile ya ua o Tagaloa e alofa o se mafutanga po ile e papai i le alofa o raya sa ni talofa e alofa donaina atua alofa natua alofa societas alofa i ona wo e kona ai no pai e no fo ko yo na pai e pe ya lo na ai no moi e ta o po yo na no pai o so mo to na mo un to fini o le mato ton ko mato ai o raya o se tanga to po ile alofa ala pa ai le e lo pa ya ota alo partner ya la salon ma ike ya misipo ia on grandchildren ya lo pala asisi lei ona lo pa Reye ya cha ono le
Such volleyball teams involving many of the people here today. I know for a lot of us here, Dad was a very special person, and from all these photos I can see that he had a lot of happy times alongside many familiar faces. I just want to take this time to just share some memories that I have with my dad. You know, growing up, a lot of people in Poro would have known that we owned a van, like all the other folks in the family. But this family, there was only one kid, that was me. And yeah, the van had no seats in the back, but it was for everyone that needed to get there. I remember driving with my dad one time, I was in the passenger seat, probably no car seat. And I remember we were driving down Mount Gavin, just past Poro Park, and we saw a lady. She was
trying to climb through the front window. Dad quickly pulled over. One more.
During the years I watched my dad strive to be better for himself and for his family. My dad was an intelligent man who was always educating himself with a dream to one day run his own business. One thing my dad always said to me throughout my school years and even when I left was, don't go to school to get a good education and get a good job. Go to school, get a good education and create jobs. And that's something that's always stuck with me, even now. In 2008, my dad became a grandfather, and Laz and Lani blessed Dad with 5 beautiful grandchildren. We have Jay Riley, Brooklyn, Eva Lay, Levi, and Indy. And they're just going to help them do their speeches for Dad.
Huh? Say hello? Who's that? You miss Papa? You love you, Papa? This is Levi. Levi Lay? Yeah.
Hi, my name is Eva, and I'm 5 years old. I love my papa so much. I wanted to teach him how to make pastry, but he couldn't. So he took us on trips. He took us to the playground. He took us to McDonald's, and he took us higher. And I love you, Papa, so much. And you can't wait to cry because Papa is living with Jesus. Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing today? My name is Brooklyn, and I'm 10 years old. My parents are Lazarus and Lenani, and I'm the second oldest grandchild of Papa Rye. I have so many happy memories of Papa and I. Sometimes during the school holidays or even just for the weekend, we would stay in Newcastle at his house. Every morning, Jay and I would have to go for a morning walk, but I never wanted to go. And Papa would call my dad and tell him, "Oh my gosh, Brooklyn's so stubborn. Whenever we go for a walk, she never comes." Papa also liked to take us fishing, and one day when I was 4, I leaned over to touch the water and I fell in. And my dad had to jump in to save me after he had heard that I was swimming at school. I also enjoyed programming, and he was really excited to hear about it and to see how well I could do it. Papa, you were always kind and encouraging. Loving and adventurous. I'm going to miss you a lot. I hate that I'm not going to see you or hear your voice. I will never forget you. When we are alone, when I'm a Papa.
Digital marketing agency. Dad was so passionate about his work, and he used every opportunity he had to help and connect with the community. From Ironman Newcastle men's ministry, to youth of the streets, to food pantries, and to working with and mentoring young men, to the church youth as well. was so passionate about especially the youth. We had a couple, we had Mona and Circle, stay with us, and my dad just loved helping young people, young men, and it's through these moments in my dad's life that I could see and really feel how big my dad's heart was.
With that warm, beautiful smile, like a scene from a Korean drama, but in slow motion. It was that moment, without a doubt, my heart was set on him. My son-born Fabian was very poetic and had a way of expressing his love through his words. Our wedding vows are an example of his romantic, heartfelt, and personalized declaration to me, titled, "I am blessed because of you." Even last night when I grabbed my Bible, the first thing I found was a note from Reye. It read, "To my beautiful wife, in case I've forgotten, I just wanted to say I love you with all my heart. Thank you for your love and all the hard work you are doing for our family. Thinking about you, I love you, Theo. I love you, and Theo, you complete me. Love, Jerry Maguire." Love, your husband, Brian. He was incredibly blessed with gifted hands, a talented master chef in the kitchen. I enjoyed watching him experiment with food, using different textures, flavors, and colors. Created his own recipes. However, the downside was he would use every single utensils, cutlery, pots, and pans, and everything and anything he could get his hands on. I would often have the privilege of cleaning up after him, as that was the unwritten rule, that if one of us cooked, the other one would clean. He also had a knack to create and design garments like my wedding dress, a fusion of culture and traditional wear. He also tailor-made my bridesmaids' dresses, along with my beautiful daughter's flower girl dress. Reye had so many admirable attributes. He was like the buckle on a belt, always connecting and networking with others.
Grace abounds in deepest water, sovereign will be my guide. My feet are filled of His surrounds me. You've never failed, and you won't stop now. So I will call upon
Tagaloa, Reye Raea Puni.
too by now. What is there to say? But it is a warrior's cry on battle day. To the death, he will fight till he can no more. To the death, I will love you till he's at my door. Let the last moments of my life be in your arms, for this is a place where I have no qualms. And as my spirit begins to bid me adieu, I will look into your eyes and whisper, I've been blessed because of you.
Love you, Rye.
I'll see you on the other side.
Beatoia fio mai o lo matai.